Let's welcome to the Rich Eisen Show the brothers Watt, JJ, TJ, and Derek Watt, whose new show will be on Fox this Wednesday night at 9 Eastern Time. Ultimate Tag, premiering on the big Fox after the huge Masked Singer finale that my kids are going to be glued to. So they're already going to be glued to the Watt brothers. Good to see you guys. How you doing?
Doing great. Thank you very much for having us, Rich.
You got it. All right. First questions first. This is the most burning question I have. We have JJ, TJ, and Derek. Your middle name is, if I'm not mistaken, John. Why are you not DJ Watt? Why is that?
Yeah, so this one's been a big topic. I've noticed on Twitter quite often. I just go by Derek. I think I was maybe 4 or 5, and I just one day came home, told my mom, I just want to be just Derek.
Okay.
And so they started calling me just Derek, like just Derek, to kind of really sink it home that I was going to be different. And the main reasons, I feel like, I was a kid. I didn't really love DJ Tanner from Full House, and I got DW from Arthur. So I was like, let me just be just Derek. And so that's kind of started ever since a young age.
DJ, you seem to have some commentary on this.
I mean, he explained that forever. It's DJ Tanner, Full House. He didn't want to be called DJ because DJ is a girl, so he went by Derek, and that's the story.
Is that it? Okay.
It was all leading up to the Subway commercials of 2019. So that was the whole reason. We just planned it for 20 years.
Yeah. So you had you're a visionary, Derek. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. Just trying to help out the family.
Okay.
Give opportunities down the road.
Okay, and we're on the radio right now as well on our show, on our simulcast. So I need to describe what's going on right now. TJ, you look like you're in your kitchen. Looks like we see a very nice refrigerator and some cabinetry behind you, right?
Yep.
Derek, what do we call what's behind you right now? What do we call that?
We call it a beautiful decorative.
What is that?
The decorative vase with some bamboo and some floral arrangement inside of it. Hey, it's not mine, but it's in the house. My wife kind of likes to decorate, and it's here. So,
but to explain to the radio viewers, if you took that bamboo flower away, it would look like you were in a hostage situation, like with the room it's in.
Sorry, I have a gray wall. Yes, the wall is not fully decorated. No, I'm not in my high quality office.
And of course, JJ, you've got the Ultimate Flex, which is the Walter Payton Man of the Year award that you've got there. Looks like you have some very nice photographs. What do we have in between the family photographs that you have on the man?
I think TJ could explain it really well what those 3 things are.
What are they, TJ?
They look like some trophies for Defensive Player of the Year there, and he lets me know about it.
But TJ, I mean, you're circling around that, right? You're beginning to zero in on something like that, wouldn't you say?
I am, but close is just not damn good enough. So I'm gonna have to earn some of my own bragging rights and get one of those. But for now, JJ can have that throne. He's got 3 of them, so it's impressive.
Okay. And then those are some photographs, some family photographs. You're a family man, JJ. For me, I've got my wife and a picture of me and my wife, some kids, books that I haven't read.
Favorite book?
Say it again?
Favorite book?
Oh, gosh. It's called Total Access by Rich Eisen. This is definitely my favorite book. It's in paperback, which I think.
Where is it available?
Everywhere books are sold, JJ. Everywhere books are sold. And there it is. And I happen to have a copy handy. Just go figure that right here in my house. And this is a photograph of me going out at Michigan Stadium back in the day, a few years ago. And I bring that up not fully aware what everybody's record was against Michigan at the University of Wisconsin. I'm not fully aware of that.
Never played him in my career.
Okay.
Never once played him.
That's just Derek. What about you, TJ?
0 for 1. I think it was just once. 0 for 1.
JJ?
1-0 for me.
Well, actually,
Shoelace was the quarterback.
JJ, you're really 2-0 because I'm a man of my word. Every time I was going to interview you on the Rich Eisen Show, I was going to have this mug that's normally stationed in studio, but I brought it home just for the occasion. TJ,
what's it filled with?
It's my tears, actually. It's filled with my tears. I don't know if you've seen this mug, guys. It's got the final score of this past year's debacle. And it says, "This cup holds Rich Eisen's tears," right there.
I respect it. Thank you for bringing it home to the office. It means a lot.
And I appreciate you saying that. And that was in case you were, all three of you, very upset with the password for this Zoom that I purposely put in there. You wanted to, TJ, you want to bring that home? What for everybody at home, what the password was for this Zoom?
It was Michigan.
That's right.
Just Michigan. And I wanted to puke.
So if anybody wants to break into a Rich Eisen Zoom call, password's Michigan.
This was a one-time opportunity since I'm going to have all three of you together. I've got JJ Watt, Derek Watt, TJ Watt, all sheltered in place. How did this all come about with Ultimate Tag, guys? For you to, I imagine when you're given an opportunity that the three of you could all do a TV show together, you jumped at it. But I just want to throw that out there.
Yeah, this opportunity came to me a couple of years ago, and they said that they had an opportunity for me to host and executive produce a show called Ultimate Tag. And really the first thought that came to my mind was it would be perfect opportunity for my brothers and I to work together. I mean, we played tag in the backyard growing up as kids. We have this rapport where we kind of rip on each other a little bit, but we also bring the best out of each other. And I think that really came together in hosting the show. So it turned out to be a lot of fun, and we got to spend a ton of time together while we filmed it, which was really enjoyable.
TJ?
Yeah, like you said, I think the coolest part for us was that, for Derek and I, was that JJ even thought to include us into this show. And when he brought the idea of us hosting a game show or a competition show, Derek and I at first, I know I was nervous because I've never done anything to this magnitude. And to be able to commentate and spectate a truly once-in-a-lifetime experience with the two of my brothers in Ultimate Tag, like I said, JJ, we watched that growing up. We did tag growing up, and it's something that everybody can relate to. And we all had our tough times in being hosts, and me especially. I wasn't very good at reading off the teleprompter, and if it wasn't for these two to get me out of my own head, I don't know if I would have been able to finish the show.
What do you mean?
I mean, have you ever tried reading off a teleprompter with cameras and people all around?
TJ, he literally hosts his own television show. What are you doing?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking to the viewers, folks.
Yeah, I mean, TJ, if they had Defensive Player of the Year awards for, reading teleprompter, I'd have millions of them behind you right now, sort of like your brother. But so you had some, there were some encroachment, offsides, neutral zone infractions. I mean, is that basically what you had?
All the above. I think every rule was broken in the book. And like I said, if it wasn't for JJ and Derek, I mean, JJ made it hard because he was smashing out of the park like he's done it every single day of his life. And Derek was all right. I mean, just all right. But I think at the end, from where we started, where we ended, was night and day.
Derek?
Yeah, he had his struggles. He had a very long, drawn-out answer there, but he struggled with the teleprompter. It was a lot of fun. Like I said, it was a cool opportunity for TJ and I. We grew. Like I said, we didn't know. We had never done anything like that in our lives, so it was a very cool opportunity for us. Started out rocky, and we ended up, I think, coming out much better at the end, and we would love an opportunity for another crack at it in season 2.
So which one, JJ, if you had to award most improved player to one of your brothers from the beginning of shooting to the end, who would?
That's not fair.
I mean, most improved definitely
It has to be TJ.
Yeah, I mean, but both of them, like for an older brother, it was a lot of fun to watch them both grow, and they really were legitimately good hosts by the end of the show. But day one of filming was a rehearsal day. And it was, I've been talking to the producers this whole time because I'm an executive producer on the show. I was telling them, don't worry, my brother's got this. We're going to be great. And we went in on the very first day to practice, and we get in front of the teleprompter, and TJ starts to read. And for about 20 minutes, we kind of went through these struggles. And the whole time, the executive producers are looking over at me like, man, you said we got this. Like, you said this was going to be all right. This isn't looking good. And to his credit, he came back on day 2 and just started to get much better and better. But day 1, we did have a little bit of a rocky start.
JJ just kept saying, when the lights come on, they'll be good. I was like, hope so. I hope I figure this out.
How about this? Maybe you, TJ, you can be most improved player, and Derek, you could be comeback player, of hosting. We could split these awards, and we could figure that whole thing out. And so who are the people who are running around? Like, these are just regular, normal, everyday people that you would just say, who wants to run around and play tag on Fox with the Watt brothers kind of being the judges here? that what it is?
So the taggers our professional taggers are legitimately some of the best athletes in the world. They're parkour background for the most part. One of them is the fastest parkour athlete in the world right now, I believe. Just some truly phenomenal athletes, and you'll see. I mean, just by looking at them, you can tell they take care of their bodies. They just train super hard, and they do some incredible things. And the competitors are some everyday people that wanted to compete, and some of them also have tremendous backgrounds, former athletes themselves growing up. Some were Olympic athletes, and just kind of people that wanted to give it a shot. And we've got kind of the wide range of athletes, and it was cool to hear their stories and see them compete. And it got intense for. I mean, there was a grand prize at the end, but it was mainly for pride, and they wanted to win and compete against those taggers as well as the other competitors.
Rich, if you're asking if you can compete at some point in the future, I think we could possibly make that happen for you.
Well, here's the deal, JJ. You've seen my straight line speed every year. Okay. I'm not sure. I guess I can work on my side to side. I can kind of work on that.
Are you more confident or less confident in your lateral agility?
I think my lateral agility can be worked on. And I think I could. Look, I've been running from people my entire life. So I just wondered, did I hear the words professional taggers? Did I hear those words? Like, there's such a thing where you can be
greatest job in the world, professional taggers.
What is that? I guess you guys are technically, rushing the passer. You're professional.
We have a team of 12. So like picture American Gladiators back in the day where you have like Nitro, you have like a Turbo. Right. We have our team of professional taggers, and they each have their own personality and their own kind of mantra that they built. Mm-hmm. And so every week on the show, they're the ones that you have to get by if you want to win the prize. So like Derek said, some of them are parkour, some of them are CrossFit athletes, some of them are former college athletes, and they all take a ton of pride in protecting the ultimate tag arena. So it's a lot of fun to watch them. And like I said, they have personalities, and some of them are legitimately psychotic.
Well, I'm going to be locked in. My kids are fired up about the Masked Singer finale. Again, that's Wednesday night. And you guys are right on. I mean, talk about a great, time slot for you to come out of the box. The Masked Singer.
Or is it number one show on television, I believe, at the time? So we're looking forward to capitalizing on that.
By the way, I appreciate using capitalizing. That's a big pressure. You got to hold time slots. That's basically, this is what this is what you guys have to do.
I mean, our first option was the slot following the Rich Eisen show. So option 2, they said you could follow number one show on TV.
You know exactly what to say to the host, man. You're the savvy veteran of this brother group. That's for damn sure. Do I get like one legitimate football question to ask each of you? Can I do that sort of thing?
Go ahead.
Sure. All right. First things first, JJ, the trading away of DeAndre Hopkins, did that shock you? Did you see it coming?
Yeah, I mean, I think just like everybody, I mean, it definitely catches your eye. It shocks you a little bit. But, the one thing people ask me, what are your feelings on this? How do you feel? And I think a lot of people want me to be angry about it or whatever it is. And the thing that I always tell people is this: Hop to me has the best hands in the game. He's one of the best receivers in the game. Am I going to miss watching Hop make circus catches for us and make huge plays and score touchdowns? Absolutely. But you also have to remember that there are 2 players coming to my team in this trade, and to disrespect them by saying, I wish we wouldn't have done this. I have to go into this locker room every day, and these guys are my teammates, and I'm looking forward to working with them as well. So as a player, it's a very fine line you have to walk in trade situations and talking about things like that. But Hop is without a doubt one of the best players in the game. It's always tough to lose a guy like that. But at the same time, we also have guys coming in that I'm looking forward to working with. And at the end of the day, it's up to the GM, the coach, and the owners to make those types of decisions, and then they have to live with those consequences as well.
And in terms of working, Derek, again, everybody looks at players and coaches and everybody in sports as if they're, got the cure to COVID-19. Have you been any indication when you might physically be able to get into a spot anywhere for you?
Yeah, so no real indications. Honestly, right now we're doing our virtual meetings. Every Monday we have a team meeting on Zoom, and then we break off in our meetings, and Coach Tomlin touches base on that, just kind of keeping us updated to the latest that he knows. But honestly, I don't think until pretty much the whole country kind of gets on board where all 32 teams can go into their facilities, or at least find a facility to then go work out at. Is trying to keep the competitive advantage where everybody's on the same playing field. So really it's kind of up in the air until things get under control. And right now it's just kind of, TJ said earlier, just kind of getting ready, staying ready so you don't have to get ready. Just kind of
what do you mean?
Staying ready so you don't have to get ready. Just kind of staying on top of your things. So whenever they say, let's go, we're ready to go.
Did we just hear your prompter reading skills in real time? Did that just happen?
No, I wasn't reading anything. I'm just
No, I know that.
there.
As I saw the reaction of your brothers right there start laughing at you not getting the line right properly, but
Good recovery.
I could see that. Again, comeback player of the year right there, Derek Watt. And TJ, look, it was a wild subject that came out of the blue with James Harrison last week. Your coach allegedly giving him an envelope 10 years ago after he got fined for a hit on a player in James Harrison. Have you seen Tomlin do anything like that in your time there?
I have not. And I like I said, I wasn't even anything associated with the organization 10 years ago. But no, Coach Tomlin's a stand-up guy. He's always been very well to me and the whole team. And the number one thing that I love about him is his transparency. He treats everybody fairly, and he's just a great player's coach, but I do not see him doing anything like that, and I have not, and I don't think I don't know from off firsthand, but I don't see any of that happen.
No, I know that seems to be totally out of character for Mike Tomlin.
Yes, yeah. I mean, he has total control of the whole team, and is a great leader, and always knows what to say and what to do, and every situation, but I do not see anything like this happening with him.
All right, that ends the legitimate NFL questions portion of this interview. Before I let you guys go off to, again, the big premiere Wednesday night on Fox, 9 Eastern time after the Masked Singer finale, Ultimate Tag. Earlier on Wednesday, JJ, NBC announced that NBCSN is going to start re-airing Saturday Night Live hosting gigs by athletes. This is true, by the way. Yours is going to air next Tuesday on NBCSN. Brady and Peyton Manning's are going to be that night as well. Derek and TJ, how would you rate your brother's Saturday Night Live hosting gig? What do you think was his best sketch that we're going to see next Tuesday night right here on NBCSN? TJ, what do you think?
Well, I mean, it was kind of awkward to watch the premiere because we were with my grandma, and there was a lot of things that need to be censored in that whole program. But I thought, I mean, the Olaf was funny. The parents talking to their kid was funny. At the pizza delivery guy, I mean, I'm just trying to think of more. I can't remember all of them. But I think overall, it was a really cool opportunity for JJ to show everybody his funny side, and we get to see it on a daily basis. But for him to be able to do something different and to smash it out of the park, I mean, like you said, I had a tough time with the teleprompter and doing TV, but he got to do it live on a huge stage, and I think he did an absolutely amazing job. And it was cool to see a small kid from Pewaukee that you grew up with on the biggest stage in TV.
You're tearing up, JJ? Is it tearing up right
Thanks,
there?
Steve. Thanks, man. You thought I did a good job? Oh.
Yeah, you should try telling me that sometime, all right?
You never told me that before.
There you go. We're just, I feel like this is like a group hug. Derek, were you there too when for the group Watt
I
family?
was there, yes. I was
You were over there.
What happened with Grandma? What happened?
No, so we were watching with a big group, my parents, my grandma, and I don't think Grandma knew what she was getting into. I don't think it was quite the show she was expecting. So yeah, some of the innuendos, just some of the skits were a little bit raunchy, you might say, a little bit.
Seeing JJ differently, yes.
Yeah, she was not holding back. She was like, "Wow, JJ, I am shocked." She was disappointed at a few of the skits. I think, like I said, JJ might have lost a few brownie points with Grandma.
Oh boy! But it was worth every penny, right? It was worth every single moment for you, I imagine.
Oh, it was a blast. I mean, it was a great time. Saturday Night Live is literally one of the most iconic shows on television, and so just to have that opportunity to work with Lorne Michaels, to be on the set, to be out there with the people, I mean, it was really something that I've had big dreams before in my life, and that's not something that never even came into my realm of possibility. So the chance to do that was special, and I really enjoyed every single second of it. The production is unbelievable what those people do every week to put on such a great show.
Well, just make sure that Grandma, what's Grandma's name? I'm sorry, I don't want to keep referring to her.
Chris. Yeah.
Okay. Make sure that between 10 and 11 p.m. Eastern time next Tuesday night that she is not watching NBCSN. Okay. We don't need
Sounds good. I'll also send her an extra bouquet of flowers here in the next couple of days. I didn't realize it was as bad as these two are making it seem.
Oh, sorry for breaking it to you.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Okay. Well, look, thanks for coming on. Really appreciate it, guys. Thanks for typing in the word Michigan to get into this Zoom room. It means a lot to me. And good luck with Ultimate Tag premiering again on Fox, 9 Eastern time with you guys, TJ and JJ and Derek. I hope it's as successful as possible, that we can get stuff on your wall and potentially a little bit more of an arrangement back there than the Willows or whatever you got going on there. And with all due respect to whoever is in charge of your arrangements in your house, I'm only wishing the success that you need. Okay.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rich. We appreciate it.
I don't really think you mean awesome, Derek, but I'm good. And I appreciate you guys are first rate, first class. Thanks for doing this, guys. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, Rich. Out Wisconsin.
Oh, my gosh. That's JJ Watt, TJ Watt, and Derek Watt right here on The Rich Eisen Show.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.